Imagine a world where a single idea, a revelation, changed the course of history forever. It happened before, with Moses leading the Israelites, with Jesus preaching in Jerusalem. And in the early 7th century, in the vast deserts of Arabia, it happened again. A man, unknown to the world, received words that would unite nations, spark intellectual revolutions, and shape the destiny of billions. This is the story of Islam, a faith that began in the sands of Mecca and now spans the globe. Cut to historical map of Arabia, highlighting Mecca and Medina. The birth of Islam. It all began in 610 CE. A merchant named Muhammad, known for his honesty and integrity, would retreat to the cave of Hira for contemplation. One night, everything changed. He experienced a vision, an angel, Gabriel, instructing him to read. At first, he was terrified. But over time, he realized that he was receiving divine revelations. These words would later be compiled into the Quran, the holy book of Islam. The message and the opposition. Muhammad's message was simple yet radical. It called for the worship of one God, charity to the poor, and social justice. But in Mecca, where idol worship fueled the city's economy, this message was a direct threat. He was ridiculed, persecuted, and even exiled. But despite the opposition, his followers grew, drawn by the promise of equality in justice. Cut to Medina, a city north of Mecca, with people welcoming Muhammad. The migration and the rise of a nation. In 622 CE, Muhammad and his followers left Mecca for Medina in an event known as the Hijra. This was not just a migration, it marked the beginning of an Islamic state. In Medina, Muhammad established laws, created a unified society, and built a community where Jews, Christians, and Muslims coexisted. This period laid the foundation for Islamic governance and ethics. Challenges and triumphs. But peace didn't last long. The Meccans waged wars to destroy the new Muslim community. Against all odds, the Muslims emerged victorious, and in 630 CE, Muhammad returned to Mecca, not as a conqueror, but as a liberator. Instead of revenge, he forgave his enemies. The Kaaba, once filled with idols, was rededicated to the worship of one God, marking a new era. The legacy continues. In 632 CE, Muhammad passed away, but his message lived on. His successors, the caliphs, expanded Islam beyond Arabia, to Persia, Egypt, and beyond. Over centuries, Islam influenced science, medicine, and philosophy. The Golden Age of Islam saw scholars like Al-Farabi and Ibn Sina revolutionize human knowledge. Even in the U.S. today, we see traces of Islamic contributions in mathematics, medicine, and architecture. Islam today. Today, Islam is the second largest religion in the world, with millions of Muslims in the U.S. alone. From Malcolm X's transformation to the cultural impact of Muslim artists, Islam continues to shape and be shaped by American society. And it all started with one man, in a cave, receiving words that changed the world.